Hey there, this is Natalie, and I wasn't sure if I was going to make one of these more personal channel update videos or just get straight back into making normal content, but I feel like I kind of should explain why I've been on such a long break for the people who don't follow me on Twitter, so haven't seen me basically live tweeting my recent series of unfortunate events. I did decide to compromise though, because I know a lot of people aren't really interested in channel updates or creators talking about their sad lives, so I will be uploading a normal video immediately after this one. Neither will probably do very well. Last time I took a break, it took quite a few videos to remind the algorithm that I exist. So if you're watching this, please consider helping me out by liking and commenting and all of that good stuff as I try and poke algorithm summer and bring my channel out of hibernation. So why did I take such a long break? Well, it started because I went through a breakup that, let's just say, I didn't take very well. I did, as I say, tweet about the whole thing. I'm far from a private person on my Twitter, so those of you who follow me may remember some highlights from the whole arc, like the bit with the philosophical meth head, the time I tried OkCupid and the first person it tried to match me with was my ex-boyfriend and I nearly punted my phone off of a balcony, and who can forget, the epic saga of the dick pics. Now, I wouldn't say I'm entirely over it yet. We were together for 8 years and it wasn't something I wanted to happen, but I'm getting there and I can now focus enough to write scripts, and I'm feeling good about getting back to work on my channel. But back in the summer, I just wasn't. I don't want to sound too dramatic, but I kind of had a bit of a mental breakdown, and attempting to write content or really do anything when you're like that is, well, if I had written anything, it would have been very weird anyway. So I moved to another city, which helped. I'm still in Italy, but I'm on the coast now, which is cool. And I was gearing up to make my comeback, but then I got COVID. Oh wait, actually, before I got COVID, I got robbed on the beach. It's all been just great. The COVID sucked, but I didn't have any serious complications or anything. It's just that it left my voice sounding a bit crappy for a while, so I didn't want to record anything. But now I'm better, and I spent the last week at my dad's, where I didn't have my equipment, so couldn't make any content, but I did write some scripts. So I have some videos in the pipeline that I'll be recording and editing now, ready to release in the coming days. It's going to be a mixed bag of topics. In the past, I was generally focusing on one series per season with the deep dive and spoiler type content, and then just doing news and commentary type stuff whenever something interesting came up. But this season, I don't have a series I'm going to be focused on, so there will be some Mushoku Tensei, ReZero and Shield Hero stuff as always, maybe a bit more content on the Yakuza games, and beyond that, I'm just going to talk about whatever anime, old or new, I feel like. There will almost certainly be some Chainsaw Man stuff. I'll also be looking at the latest chapters of Hoseki no Kuni, ReZero Arc 7, which has progressed a lot since I last talked about it, and I also want to talk about some older series I've never gotten around to making videos about, like Steins Gate, which I just rewatched. I'll also be doing some readings, probably starting with some ReZero Ifruits, and of course I'll do the commentary stuff whenever good topics present themselves. So that's what's been going on and what's coming next, vague as it sounds. I'm now single, living on my own in a city where I don't know anyone, and it's coming into winter. So it's a good time to really focus on my channel and putting out content that I hope you'll like without any distractions. I'm not going to talk about this stuff again. I really made this to answer anyone who was curious without having to stick something about the hiatus into the start of my next few normal videos. But if for whatever reason you like the more personal stuff, just follow me on Twitter at NatalieXHunter for way too much information. Now, before I wrap this up, I do want to end on a positive note by saying that the community has really helped a lot during this time. Some of my friends on YouTube who have really supported me while I was being a massive downer include Necro13, Espiritu, Absolute Unit, who is the genius behind my favourite VTuber Tonkatsu Sinclair, JakeZeb123, and Chibi Reviews. So please check all of them out if you haven't already. I'll link to their channels in the description. There are also plenty of others, and many of you from my audience have also been really kind and supportive. I'd also like to thank those of you who have continued to support me on Patreon and Ko-fi, despite the fact the only content I've been making is drunken tweets. I hope that the stuff I put out from now on makes up for it. I am a lot more broke than I was before all of this, as I had to spend all of my savings on a deposit for an apartment, and I now have rent and bills to pay by myself. So I really appreciate the people who support my channel more than ever. I'm kind of living off of instant ramen like a student until my channel hopefully picks back up. So please watch my content and like and subscribe, etc., so I can get YouTube back on my side and hopefully start getting sponsors again. So I don't have to become one of those women who goes on dates just so someone will buy me dinner or start selling feet pics. I know feet pics might sound like a good idea, but I am terrible at photography, and everything I take a picture of looks like a slime, so it wouldn't be great. Thank you for watching this and for your patience, and look out for some proper content that's not just me talking about my damn self coming out right away.